Hi people, recently I saw some videos about the planes not using fuel, and yeah, I always like to do my own research, look into things with an open mind, and yeah, it can be true because I found some bullshit, idiot amounts of fuel in the wings, like 320,000 liter, and that can be uploaded in 30 minutes. That's idiot. The longer I look at it, the more idiot stuff I find. Yeah, especially the wing construction. I will show you some pictures and stuff like that. The show is fake shit. Yeah, and this video become a little bit long. It could be lots longer. But yeah, I found so much bullshit. The longer I look into it, the more shit I find. Let's fasten seatbelts.
Attention passengers, we've now reached our destination. We hope you enjoyed the flight and have a nice day.
But with this refueling pressure that we have here in the fuel flow, we are able to refuel an aircraft like this in about 30 to 40 minutes.
320,000 litres of fuel.
They fill it up in 30-40 minutes. Get the fuck out of here. 320,000 liter. Through those tiny hoses. You know how much pressure you need? You will spray right through this plane body. Piece of shit. Those small hoses can fill up the wings with gasoline or kerosene, lamp oil. Look, those hoses are not very thick. What the fuck is this? Are you on holiday? Is this a normal working outfit? Are these safety boots? Shoes? Idiot? Don't you take your work serious? Moron? Idiot. Well, like I say, those hoses are not very thick to push all this fuel into the tank. It's not thick. You need a lot of pressure and it's dangerous. You cannot spray in 2,500 gallons a minute through this. No way, idiots.
The process begins in Wales, in two huge new wing factories, built to assemble the largest and most structurally complex commercial airplane wings ever designed. 32,000 components, shipped in from every continent except Antarctica. The wings on the A380 are true mechanical marvels. They provide flight control and enough lift to carry the fuselage, plus the 4 supercharged engines, each weighing nearly 6.5 tons. And with 260,000 litres of fuel loaded inside 10 interior locations, the wings are also flying fuel tanks.
Flying fuel tanks. Okay. Let's have a look at the flying fuel tanks. This is a wing construction of the A380. I can see big holes everywhere. So this is not how tanks should be, because how are you gonna patch this up? That makes no sense. Tanks should be in one piece for safety. Here, look, everywhere we can find holes in this wing. Everywhere are holes. Here we see the flap system. It's all hydraulics, of course. Yeah, there must be wiring and piping in this wing. I have some pictures here from my neighbor's A380, which had an accident, engine blow up, the turbine disc, yeah, broke, and the parts go right through the wing, and also to the part where the gasoline is, the kerosene. I have another picture showing this whole gas tanks are here in this part. So the gasoline should have leaked out, sucked out. Yeah, we all know what happens if you open the door in a plane. Everything gets sucked out. And the engines are here, so that is a dangerous hazard. This could be on fire. That's all bullshit. And look at this skin, how thin. It's all composites. It's not alloys. No way. So this part went right through this to the bottom and to the top out. Turbine disc. But yeah, I'm gonna show you, they show some pictures from the stuff inside the wing. Gas pipe. But if this broke, kerosene is greasy. Kerosene is just like lamp oil. Same stuff. Looks never been used. This should be in the tank or outside the tank. It should be a spill. Look, nuts and bolts. This is not a flexible structure. A wing like this. It's ridiculous. I have some report here from this accident. Here's the motor. And this was the turbine disc. This is only 75 centimeter in diameter, and it's of course light aircraft alloys, of course. This is not cast iron. And look what it did in Indonesia. You can believe the shit? No way, idiots. Here we can see it, 50 centimeter. I added those. That's not even 7, this is like 65 centimeters, maybe a little bit longer. Here we can look inside the tank. It's clean, nothing. And now they can film in the tank. This is the damage on the bottom side of the wing. Here, this is the front side, this is the back side. Here again, piping. Yeah, looks like the plumber was here. This is the front side of the wing. This is the rib. Rib 9. Rib 9. Closed rib. Open rib. It's not the same. This is from the accident report. Yeah, and I think this is from the plumbers. This is the front side. This side. The yellow piece, this is this. It's all bullshit. It's fake. This is a real construction of a wing, and I don't know what it is. Nuts and bolts. Nuts and bolts. But the real planes are not made of that. I'll show you later. This is the front side, this is the top on the wing. Here, look at these holes, everywhere holes, nuts and bolts. Here is the gasoline inside, where we look now. Hey, I see a head. I come there, all wiring. I was looking at this damage from inside the wing, and I wonder, all those wires, look at this. There are a couple of hundred wires in a wing for just a couple of lights. And for the engine. This is bullshit technology. Look at this shit. This is idiot. This is not real. This is bullshit. Here another cable. 3 cables, 4 cables, 5 cables. Look how much cables are in one bunch here. I don't dare to count them. This is idiot. 2018 technology. 400 wires in a wing. Can you believe this shit? So bullshit. And let's have a look at the real structure of the wing. Look at this. This is in the same PDF of the accident. This is how they make the wing, and we don't see those closed ribs here. This looks totally different than the stuff that shows this is open. This is like they build bridges also, you know, flexible structure. This is not a flexible structure. Those ribs make it very stiff. Yeah, those edges here. It's not very strong. Metal fatigue. This wing won't last a week. How much a wing jumps up and down. This is before the plane departs. That aluminium crap we just seen in the factory cannot do this. It would break within a week because metal fatigue. Some nonsense. Look how far it goes up and down. It's like 1.5 meters at least. This is dangerous if they build it like this. The structure cannot do that. This is a strong structure. Nuts and bolts. It looks totally different than the other pictures. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but this is not a plane part. No way. dangerous to have stiff wings like that bullshit they tell us. No way. This is not what they show in this factory. This is different. See that? So bullshit. This is the real thing, and what they show in the factory is bullshit. You cannot hold gasoline because it will flow from left to right. Imagine 100,000 liters. Once it starts to move from left to right, then you have a problem. It's all bullshit. What do we have more? Here another layout of the wing. Yeah, wing box structure. This is also a drawing I found in this PDF. Here are the ribs, the front spar, rear spar, center spar. Yeah, here we have some damage. It's all bullshit. Yeah, the damage was real, but they pull out all kinds of bullshit. No oil, no kerosene. You know, and I found out at the airport here in Holland, Schiphol, they don't have to pay tax for fuel. So they don't run on fuel, I think. Yeah, I cannot not find any fuel traces here. And this not look the same like the shit we see in the factory. This look totally different. Bunch of liars. This is how they attach the wing to the hull. This is the hull, and this is the wing, and this is also the tank. But I see this huge hole here. Yeah, I see holes everywhere. They close this up later, or how do they do it? Yeah, I don't see holes here for the pipes and shit like that. Here we find holes in the wing. Yeah, this is the hull, and this is the wing they put on. Everywhere are holes. Yeah, this is part of the tail wing, I believe. This one is also full with holes. Yeah, this is the tail wing. This holds like 23,000 liters of fuel. Yeah, imagine having 12, 13 cars on here. Yeah, that's the same weight. This is ridiculous. Here we have a couple of more holes. This is the tail wing. Look, it got all hydraulics, flaps. And this is connected to the inside, of course. Also, you know, the pipes. Yeah, they run through the center or to the side, to this point. So you cannot use this full area for gasoline. Here fits 23,000 of liters of fuel. Imagine having cars on here, like 12, 13, 14 cars. It's ridiculous. Here everywhere we find holes. This is idiot. Don't buy this shit. Things are pressure tested and stuff like that. Here, holes, we can find holes everywhere. Here we can find some more holes. Do they patch this up later, or how does this work? Everywhere holes. Everywhere holes. Here. So is this the inside of a tank? I don't think so. Here we have the whole flap system, the hydraulics. We can see this line here. The rest is flaps and hydraulics. But yeah, the hydraulics have to be connected, and that's not on the outside, I think. You know, wiring, pumps. You know, everything it cut inside, because yeah, you have to pump the gasoline from this side to this side. Yeah, and I wonder how they dump gasoline, you know, fuel. Sometimes you hear those stories. But they tell us this can load 200,000 liter fuel in 45 minutes.
When a fuel dump happens, the fuel is released at a high flow rate out a plain old pipe that projects into the airstream. But it is being shoved out into a 200 plus miles per hour hurricane, and that spreads it into small droplets pretty quickly. So what happens to the fuel dumped by aircraft?
Oh yeah, it vaporizes. And where does the vapor stay? Vapor is still something. Yeah, if you can fill this plane up with 1500 gallon, 1200 gallon a minute, what's the use of dumping it? You know, you dump because for the safety. Yeah, you need to get rid of the fuel quick in an emergency. This is a pump, 1500 gallons a minute. It's amazing how they pump this in to the wing. And how do you get it out so fast? This is slow. No use. It would take too long. Yeah, and this brings me to another thing. We had this fake plane crash here in Amsterdam, 1992. Yeah, and they so-called dumped the plane's fuel. But all happens in a couple of minutes. But you cannot dump in a couple of minutes the fuel. This is the dump nozzle. It's all bullshit. These idiot stories they tell us. This is impossible. Look at this hydraulics and flap system. There is no room for all this gasoline. No way. Yeah, and look at this tip. How thin it is. Yeah, this would break off, man, if the plane lands. So bullshit. Total fuel capacity, kerosene, lamp oil, 1 liter is 800 grams. Look at those numbers, it's unbelievable. 23,000 liter in the tail. That's 18,000 kilo. Almost 19,000 kilo. It's amazing how this plane can fly. This is not the structure we seen inside. Look at these numbers, 73,000 liters in those two tanks here. It's impossible. Flying swimming pool. I don't think those planes have so many fuel. I think they don't fly in fuel. The fuel can run freely from front to back and from left to right. And you saw how sharp turn this plane can make. This wing structure cannot hold fuel. CGI drawing of fuel bullshit, because I don't think plane computers, board computers have a print screen. So bullshit. And here we have a drawing of the engines and the pumps. You see how much stuff is inside those wings. Yeah, this shows pipings. There must also be electronics, of course. It's all bullshit. "45 minutes to upload 200 tons of fuels." Yeah, this got a underground fueling system. Yeah, look how thin the wings are. Yeah, you cannot walk in here or install things after you glue this together, because this is glued. They glue this wing together. Yeah, it's impossible to install this afterwards.
This is where the builders attach the aluminium skin panels to the wing skeleton. George Lee guides his team through the tricky assembly process. Today they're preparing to lift and place one of the largest of the 20 aluminium panels, 34 meters long and weighing in at more than 1 ton.
Size is a great challenge because everything requires some form of overhead lifting. Nothing can be lifted manually, so virtually everything requires overhead craneage movement, and therefore the management of the craneage system is very, very important.
The panel hangs like a huge guillotine, suspended over the factory floor. But that's not all that's hanging over the assembly team's head. Time is running out. Along the edges of the partially constructed wing, builders have applied a sealant that will help to ensure the integrity of the fuel tanks. The sealant dries quickly within hours. The team must fit the wing panel into place before the sealant dries, or the wing could be defective.
So, if they glue this, how do they put some lining in, protection in this tank? Yeah, we all know that this shit will dissolve with kerosene. Yeah, now do they install the pumps? One time it's glued together. Yeah, nobody can crawl in here to install pumps in the other side and piping. No way. And if we put this wing horizontal, how can we make the gasoline get level? Because the holes are in the middle. Yeah, you see that? How do they do that? You hear the man saying they glue it. Yeah, once you glue it, you cannot go inside. And what about installing the stuff? So bullshit what they tell here. They're liars. You know, it's come to my attention, a big factory like this, there are not much people walking around. Yeah, this is all bullshit. They glue it, you see it, and once you glue it, you cannot get in. And if this was a tank, this shit will dissolve and get into the tank, also into the fuel pumps, and that's not good. Look how many holes. They use some Bondo to close it up. They tell us they shaved this plate to 1/5 of its thickness, original thickness. Let me see if I can find it. They tell a lot of bullshit here. Here to shave it off.
Painstakingly shaving the aluminium until the panel shape matches the 3D contour map stored in the machine's computer.
This plate is like an inch thick. Yeah, when it arrives. And it's still an inch thick when it hangs here. They're full of shit. Yeah, look at this thickness here. What the fuck is this? And they also tell us they vacuum pack this and heat treatment it in an oven. Yeah, with 150 degrees, and they tell us this is plastic, vacuumized. Yeah, but they tell us it's also shrink plastic.
Then they vacuum seal the entire assembly with a massive piece of plastic shrink wrap to protect the metal from contamination. Inside, the heat must be uniform across the entire panel, 150 degrees centigrade, with no room for error.
We try to avoid any changes in the vacuum or the temperature, so the temperature must remain constant right throughout the process.
Yeah, and all plastic gets moldable by like 80-90 degrees. Materials, plastic, mold temperatures. Plastic gets moldable, and when you put it in an oven, in the vacuum oven, metal have tiny pores, like the skin, and that this air will collect to one point, and you will blow this plastic up, and according to them, this have to be very secure. Here, this is before they put it in the oven, and here they put it in the oven, vacuum oven. Yeah, this is just an idiot. And then they take it out, and the plastic looks exactly the same. Nothing happened. No way this was in an oven, vacuum oven of 150 degrees. This is bullshit science.
He retrieves small metal rods that were baked onto the top of the wing panel. Each of these cylinders tells an important story about future safety.
These are test pieces which are made of the same material as the wing panel.
Now they take a round sample to see if it's cured. Well, a round object is different than a flat square object. This will pick up the heat equally, and this not. It's bullshit science. Look how much people in this factory. Nobody. You see a couple of people walking around in this big factory. Big wings. You should think they have a lot of people walking around. No. It's not. Yeah, it's all bullshit. Yeah, you shave this plate off? No way. Think about this, people. It's all bullshit. This cannot hold thousands and thousands and thousands of liters of fuel. Yeah, the plane would not even get up, and if it lands, yeah, it would break. Yeah, we all have shelves in our home. You know, they have to rest, otherwise the shit breaks.
So the challenge for the A380's engineers was to keep its weight to a minimum without making it too fragile. Lightweight aluminium provides stiffness, but with a heavy impact it will bend, then rupture completely. It needs a second material. The outer skin of the world's biggest airliner, the Airbus A380, must be super light and super strong. In the A380, the first material is lightweight aluminium. But the second material must be incredibly strong to withstand high-speed impacts.
It's quite surprisingly tough, isn't it?
And fiberglass is even tougher when combined in a composite with aluminium. It's called glass-reinforced aluminium, or GLARE for short. The two materials are sandwiched together in layers. The aluminium provides
You see, this is how they make wings and planes. They don't shave down aluminium plates. They use composites. That's loads stronger. It's all bullshit what they show you. This is it.
stiffness like the buffalo horn in the Mongol bow. Fiberglass is like the sinew in the Mongol bow. It provides the strength that aluminium lacks. For the A380's designers, GLARE is the perfect combination of high strength and low weight, vital for an airliner this size. It's 25% lighter than aluminium, one reason why the world's biggest airliner has better fuel consumption per passenger than a family car.
I don't think that's strange, because there isn't any fuel in the planes, idiot.
Car. And thanks to composites, an idea inspired by the Mongol bow, it's tough enough for the rigors of flight, even with a novice pilot.
How to fuel an Airbus? Let's check that out.
How to fuel an Airbus.
Look how clean this place is, this spot. I can remember the tank station looks more dirty. Yeah, all this kerosene is pretty greasy. Lamp oil. Okay, these have an internal fueling system. We can here already find 666s, 666 and 666, and the 3. But I don't do code today. We just do some observations. Let's continue.
about to get into play. Put the sense line on. Make sure everything's secure, we're good to go. Let's go ahead and find the aircraft. Put that into the wing. We open our fueling panel here. Open up the valves. We want to put fuel on the wings today. Get an arrival fuel on board. That way we know what we're going to put on board. And go ahead and fuel this thing.
Yeah, fill it up. Show us how much you put inside. Yeah, show us.
Delta Airlines, flight 922 going to Salt Lake City. This is a dead man. Not a dead man, but a dead man. This will initiate the fuel flow. We're going to pump about 400 gallons a minute.
400 gallons a minute. You say, is this internal fueling station different than other ones? Because we have to fuel a A380. Yeah, you can pump in 200,000 liter in 45 minutes. That's more than 400 gallons a minute. Okay, you hit the button and show us the hoses, because they got pressurized, of course, if you hit the button. But let's check this gauge, or how it is called in English. Yeah, this says how much fuel they put inside. Okay, let's stop it here. 2 minutes 56. Yeah, let's do 10 seconds and see how much this counter goes up. $37 gallons in 10 seconds. That's like 220 gallons a minute. What does he talk about? 400 gallons a minute. He ripping his customers off, or he just talk bullshit? That's an idiot. They don't throw in gasoline. Yeah, I never see a drop. They don't spill a drop. The floors look too clean. Is there a difference in pressure and fueling stations? They can upload 53,000 gallon in 45 minutes in an Airbus 380. And this guy show a rate of 220 gallon a minute. So that's in 45 minutes. That's 9,900 gallon. Yeah, they can pump in more in this Airbus. Faster. It's idiot. Yeah, it would take hours to refuel at this guy's fueling station. It's all bullshit. 400 gallon, he say. This is what I see in Europe. In Germany I found 2 videos that show this thing while fueling with only 2 seconds. But yeah, 2 seconds is enough to calculate the flow rate of this. This is about 400 gallon a minute, just like the Qnfee. So this one went 2.2 seconds, 202 seconds. Here the start number, the stop number, it gives 51 liters in 202 seconds. That's 1500 liters a minute, and that's about 400 gallons. So that is correct what he say, but it's not very fast. It would take hours to fill up a plane. Let's check another one. This one I found also, and this goes like the same rate. It's the same machine, but it's two different companies doing this fueling. This went about 2.18 seconds. Start liters, stop liters. It was about 50 liters. That's the same rate as the previous one. I found one in Holland that went even slower, and one in Africa that's I don't know what's wrong with that, but that goes very slow. Check this. Let's forward a little bit. Here's the pilot, is waiting. Pilot waiting for a long time. Here is the rate. Look how slow. Is this gallon or liter? 5. You can go to 99,000. I think it's liter. Let's continue. Let's forward a little bit. This goes not really fast. He's filling looking glass up. Oh, what the fuck is this? He's spilling the lamp oil. This is fuel. This is dangerous what you do. Yeah, this can drop on your exhaust pipe from your truck. It can catch fire. What the fuck is this? Okay, what come to my attention, this looking glass is I think to check the quality of the lamp oil, but this machine here pumps in the fuel into the plane, but I don't see vibrations of this lamp oil. I zoomed in on this. Where's the vibration? I don't see that. If this can pump a couple of 100 gallons a minute, yeah, then there should be vibration. No vibrations. You see that? Nothing. And I never see tension coming on those hoses when they switch on this pump. But I don't see a pump here. What is this for technology? Look at this. 33 and here it stops. About here you start the machine. Yeah, that's 2 minutes and 50 seconds in this video. Let's forward. Here the pilot is waiting. Here it stops. That's like 7 minutes. 7 minutes for 300 liter or 300 gallon. I don't think this machine can go to 99,000 gallon. It's liter, but let's say it's gallon. 300 gallon. That's normally it's 1 minute they can pump this in. What is different about your truck? So bullshit. Idiot. Yeah. No vibration. Nothing. He's doing some tests here. I don't know what he's doing. But we can see no vibration in this machine. Only shaking from his hand. Where's the pump? Yeah, where's the tension on the hoses? I checked some videos, but I never see that. 33. Yeah, this goes slow. No vibrations. What are you doing here, idiot? Well, it's all bullshit. There's too much difference in those fueling stations. If I was you, I won't go here to fill up my A380, my Airbus, because it would take like 3 months to fill it up here. Idiots. What we see here don't have to be heat from the engine, it can also be air disturbance. I noticed the same on some propeller planes. It don't have to be heat. And it looks a little bit like the Schlieren effect. This is the Schlieren effect, I'm not going to explain it or go into it. It's got something to do with air. You can look it up. This video is already too long. You don't throw in any fuel. Those engines don't give up of heat. Because I filmed them in the winter. Yeah, it's winter here in Holland. And I filmed those planes. No trails. Well, the chimney right in front of me, the flat, have central heating. Give off condensation. Yeah, you're a liar. You're a piece of shit. Just like the rest. Yeah, those planes give up no heat from the engines. You can go to the airport, yeah, and observe the chimneys and see the planes having no condensation trails. You understand? Yeah, here we can see planes come and go. Yeah, it's a time lapse I found from a couple of days ago, I believe. Yeah, 28th February. Those chimneys don't have fireplaces, you know? You understand that? It's an airport. This is from the kitchens and restaurants and heating. That's condensation when you mix hot and cold air. What is the temperature of those plane engines? Those are used on the A320 or Rolls-Royce engines. Yeah, I believe it's turbofans they call it. Yeah, how hot it becomes. They always show us this. Yeah, but I film thousands of planes. Yeah, also planes in the evening, in the night. But I never see this. Jet engines. Turbofan. This is what they show us. No, I don't see those flames coming from these planes I film. Yeah, always heat. So how hot? I have here something. Yeah, we can find temperatures in the range of 300 to 1500 degrees of fighter jets. Here 1700 degrees Celsius. Afterburner plume. Yeah, right. Passenger transport. Turbofan 300 to 500 degrees Celsius. And this won't create condensation right in front of me when I film those planes. 3 to 500 Celsius. How much Fahrenheit? 600, 1000, 1200, 1100, I don't know man, Fahrenheit bullshit, but look at this. Yeah, so bullshit. This is bullshit science. Yeah, they're all liars. Turbofan, yeah, the most common type, yeah, we know. Yeah. Fighters, fighter jets, 400 to 900. Turbine inlet, 1200 degrees Celsius. The Blackbird have 16 to 1700 because special fuel mixtures. Can you believe this shit? This will melt any metal, almost any metal. Yeah, I know there is some coating, you know, they spray it on, but I don't buy that shit. And I was just thinking, if this Blackbird was a spy plane and flying high altitude and have an exhaust temperature of 1700 degrees, then it would leave a huge trail visible for everybody. Yeah, this is a really good spy plane. Yeah, it don't exist, all bullshit. Yeah, trails would be visible. But I don't see trails. Let's have a look at some footage from my own. I filmed planes and a chimney right across me. Yeah, and it's not allowed to have fireplaces because it's social housing and all have gas heating. Yeah, what we see from this chimney is condensation, warm and cold air. Let's have a look. Planes depart and fly over my house like this always. Yeah, and I can see no trails. It's winter. Yeah, I filmed this this week. It's freaking cold here. Yeah, and I have this chimney. I'm gonna show you in this video. And the planes don't make trails. Yeah, it's a little bit blurry because I do it from behind the window. It's cold. Now I pan to the chimney and here another plane. No trail. And this is condensation from the heating and from the when people use the hot water, because we have earth gas here. Fossil earth gas, but that's just a hoax. This is HHO gas. Yeah, they con us. And here in the back we see this trail. Yeah, this was also a trail, but this won't blow apart. Yeah, this don't break up. But yeah, those are not made by real planes. You have to watch the videos at my main channel about the planes. Yeah, real planes don't make trails. And everything we throw in the air comes down or will break apart very fast. See, there is a very little wind, and this is condensation. Here I have a slow flyer. Some planes come very low and fly very slow. I can do that with one hand. I can film that with one hand, so slow they fly. Yeah, no trails. And I pan back to the chimney again. Can do this all day long because I have many of these kind of footage. Another one. No trails. Even if you breathe outside, you get condensation, warm and cold air. Yeah. Condensation. Let's forward a bit, otherwise this becomes too long, wiry. This hangs almost still. No trails. Look, we see the trail here. It don't break up. Yeah, watch my plane videos, people. Real planes don't make those trails. Look, this trail and the condensation. This is a time lapse. We never see trails. You understand?
Pieces of shit.